Why was that so loud? Anyway, sorry about that. That was really loud. Huh. Weird. YouTube proving once again that it's terrible. Anyway. Kind of hoping that she would do the rap part again. I'll apologize again for the music being ridiculously loud at the very start there. If it's any consolation, I blew my own eardrums out. My ears hurt. They don't feel right anymore, and I'm so mad about Google at YouTube. I guess, yeah, YouTube's owned by Google, so heck you, Google. I guess I don't. Who else do I complain to? Like, I'm genuinely like, oh, I'm uncomfortable now because it was so loud and I was not prepared for that. I had my sound up too, so do not change the volume on YouTube. So I don't know why it did that. Inside me. All the inside me. So yeah, now my ears hurt. That's fine. Frustration is getting bigger. Bang, bang, bang. Pull my devil trigger. I like this music video. It's just all three of the characters. Well, it's Dante and Virgil aura farming, and it's really funny. That's the entire music video is just Dante dancing and Virgil being like ridiculously edgy, and it's really funny. Oh, my ears are still like, why did you do that? I'm sorry. I had my volume up. You usually have my volume down. So I think, I don't know if it was really louder for me or you, or if it was the same for us, or if it was a little bit louder for you guys. It was awful. It's definitely not going to help me in the long run that happened, but that's okay. I hope you're all having a comfy and cozy day, that things are going well for you. In case anyone's wondering, nobody's wondering, but you know what I mean. Like, we're just vibing and chatting. I hope you're all having a cozy day. Pull my devil trigger! Sorry, getting distracted. I shuffled the sub goals around a little bit. You see, I put Rogue and He Is Coming and the 10 subs. If we hit 10 subs, we'll definitely play those two games. Partially because, like, okay, maybe people would be interested in Rogue if people subbed for it, like as a thought. I don't know if anybody cares or not. And I added Chicory after Pokemon Emerald. And I also made sure that The World Ends With You is visible on the sub goals. So those are the main things that I changed around, I think. Did I move anything else? This video always had an end card like this? Anyway. That's the wrong button. I keep hitting channel, like my Twitch channel, bookmark instead of the Zelda music bookmark because they're right next to each other. And I don't know why I keep doing that. I don't know why that keeps happening. But yeah. So I changed that. So we've got different goals. They're a little bit different. I don't think I've missed anything. I'm always like looking for more goals and stuff to add, and the further up things we go and the longer we manage to keep that momentum, the more stuff we'll do and play that's different. It's like, I would love to play more games, and both Rogue and He Is Coming are good games too, so like that would be fun. Rogue is one of those games where I got the demo and I've almost put 100 hours into it. And the only reason I haven't is because the game came out and I think I can still play the demo, but I was like, I just want to play it, you know? You know, it's weird when you go to YouTube and the shorts that pop up are the exact same shorts that popped up the last time you went to YouTube while playing this music. Very strange. Like, they're all the same. That's really weird. I hope you're all having a comfy and cozy day, though, and that chilling and vibing on this lovely Thursday. I didn't know what to do today. So we're probably just gonna, I don't know, talk about video games. The castle building game that I like that's really cozy updated. But it's just a little bit of a Halloween update and some fixes. I don't think I don't think there was anything that was like really crazy. It was all like mostly bug fixes. And yeah, no, it was like all bug fixes except that they added a Halloween theme. I don't know. We could build a castle while we chat and just chatting. It's always a thing that we could do. I don't know. There's so many games out there and I love video games. What games have you guys been playing? Obviously we've been trying to beat Peglin and that hasn't been going super well. It's fine. Well, I'll do it eventually. It's only a matter of time. I just have to get the right setup, and then we'll blast through it, and it'll be fine. If it's anything like the last time, it'll be surprisingly easy when we finally have the correct setup for Peglin, and it'll be really funny. We'll get all the right bosses in a row. We'll do 10,000 damage to the final boss. It'll be great, you know? I don't. Speaking of sub goals, I don't know if there's other games that people would want to see. I do have to like kind of keep prices and stuff in mind, especially like the idea. There's an idea, and the idea that if somebody dropped like all of the subs right now, that would be really scary because there's no like guarantee that anybody would continue subbing. And I build my sub goals with the idea that like there will be people continually subbing that will slowly build up to it. So if it happened all at once, we might be in trouble. But that would be really funny if it did. I'd be like, oh guys, we might be in trouble. I wasn't planning that. You know, be like, we might we'll work through like the first half and I really wish there was a way to do sub goals where it was like if we hit 10, every 10 subs we hit, we do a thing. That would be really nice. Every 20 subs we hit, we do a thing. But I don't want it to, like, just in general, they don't need to be fresh. They don't need to be certified fresh. You know? In the kind of way that, like, as we get support and we do stuff, we do more things. That kind of thing, you know what I mean? It would be nice if there was some way to count that. Because there's so many games that I want to play. And if we had a slightly more active community too, I would like to do game nights with you guys where it's just all of us. But which I do that, but it's really just me and Rad. You know? Very, very silly. Maybe I should put something together in Discord. I don't know, because it's a little strange. Sometimes, like, there are people that drop by, but they like to hang out for a little bit and then they're out, and that's fine. But they pay attention to Discord and stuff. So I wonder, like, if we did like an actual, I don't know, Discord game night. I don't know how I could do a Discord game night. But like getting people to show up for it is always my issue. I feel like I can't. Maybe I'll ask in general. Would anyone be interested in a Discord game night or nah? I mean, there's no harm in asking. But if like 10 people are like, I'd be interested, then I'm gonna be like, oh, now what do I do? Now that I've asked this question. Well, I asked. No, there's so many games on here. Buckshot. I need a mod for Buckshot that makes it like super chill and silly. It's too intense and scary for me, but the game itself seems it seems like a lot of fun, right? Do they have a Steam? Do they have a community page? Community hub. It's a very intense game. Hello, Rad. How are you doing? We're chatting today. How are you? We're talking about video games, gaming. Oh, I have my volume turned up. Oops. I had my ears blown out earlier today. It wasn't good. And by earlier today, I mean at the start of the stream when YouTube reset my audio to max volume for some fricking reason. I don't even remember if I swore. If I did, well, I think I was muted, but then I unmuted and I was like, that was terrible. I'm so sorry. It was awful. It was horrible. So now I feel like it's that feeling where like there's a slight ringing in the ears and my ear kind of hurts and I'm like, man, heck you, YouTube. You should frickin' A. I finally got Evernight's light cone. Yippee! Hooray! Star Rail. I've started working on building Dan Hung's reservation. What's the name of Gregorio? What's his name? What's the name of the Dan Hung Earth Dragon form? Whatever that's called. I've started working on that, so hopefully I will have that ready before he comes out. I've done a little bit of building of the other characters. I think I finished Robin's thingy-maboppers. I've done it. I don't think I've done any relic grinding though. I probably should do that. But I kind of want to be ahead of the curve with Don and then do some relic grinding before he comes out. Hopefully do I have a month left for that? I don't know when that happens. Knowing my luck, I have like 3 days. It doesn't look like Buckshot Roulette? What was I saying? It doesn't look like Buckshot Roulette has a workshop, which is super unfortunate. It would be so cool if Buckshot Roulette had a workshop. That would go really hard. People would mod in anime characters, and it would be so freaking funny. This game would be so much funnier if it was Miku who was shooting me. You know what I mean? Like, there's just something inherently enjoyable and funny and chill about that versus a really scary-looking guy. The only reason I haven't played that game is because, like, vibe check. But also we changed our sub goals around. It would be more appropriate to be the BRB. So now we've got a 10 sub goal again, and it's Rogue, and we'll play Rogue, and he is coming. If we hit that, and then I also added Chicory, a Colorful Tale, because that's a game that I've wanted to play for a really long time. Seems solid, a good time. And also the World Ends With You was on the sub goal list, but I added it to our sub goals on the stream so you can see it. It's been there. It's just now you can see it. So that's that. I did that. I don't know if there's any other games I should add to the list. Part of me is like, Tabletop Simulator, I want to play. Oh, that's when tabletop goes on sale, it's a lot cheaper. I need to keep that in mind too. That if we do hit any of these goals, to be a little bit careful about when I buy some of the things, because like during a sale you can get Rogue for less than $1, or roughly $1. Like it's like 99 cents. But normally it's $3, which is crazy for a game that's what? When did Rogue come out? Rogue. Also, I can never spell Rogue right. When did Rogue video game release date? 1980. This game is 40 years old and it's $3 frickin' on Steam. Why? Ridiculous. That's asinine. This game should be free. Gosh, any way to make a cheap dollar, right? I could probably play it for free somewhere on the internet, if I'm being honest. Anyway. Like somebody just built the game in web browser would be really funny. I don't even know if I'd like it. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? How do I know? Mostly because it's so frickin' old. I do want to play it because I love roguelikes, obviously. But that definitely feels like yeah, you've played it for an hour and that's the end of it. That's why it was in like the 20 subs, but it didn't feel worth it. So I was like, let's just shuffle it into a 10 sub thing. Maybe someday we'll hit it. What was I talking about? Video games. Sorry, got distracted. There's plenty of other games, but I don't know if they're recognizable. Is the other thing. Is like I want games that are kind of recognizable, or that would be super interesting on the sub goals list. River City's Girls. Okay, that would. Where is that on the list? Actually, did I put that high or low? That's kind of low for being a $40 game. It's fine. It's fine. We've never gotten 20 subs before, so I'm sure like it would be fine. That was the other thing that I mentioned, is that if for whatever reason somebody dropped like a large number of subs and got a bunch of these in a row, I don't know what I would do, because there's a certain amount of assumption that like that won't happen. And that like if we got to these goals, it would be over the course of a few months, so that I can save and buy everything kind of separately. Like it would be I don't know. I guess what I would do is I would just buy all of the games that I could, and then that's where we would cut it off. And if we hit it again, I guess then we but that doesn't feel entirely fair. But I don't know what else to do at that point. I'm like I don't know. A scary thought. It probably won't happen, but if it did, I would be in trouble. It would be in trouble? I would be in trouble. I would be it? Uh-oh. Tag. There's, like, because there's so many games that I want to play that... Oh, should I put Water Park Simulator on there? Some of these are like, I just want to play it, though. Start with the highest tier reached and work your way back. You know what? That's a better idea. That's a better idea. It's an entirely fair point. As much as I would... Like, can you imagine? I highly doubt that this will ever happen, but if for whatever reason it did, somebody drops like 100. Guess we're playing Elden Ring. I suppose. It's a scary thought. It scares me that could happen, because I don't know. I mean, I get... It's fair. That, you know what? I should write that down. I'll write that down. If for whatever reason. That's not correct. I hate that when I press enter when I'm editing something in Discord, it goes to the main chat. Like, it stops editing it. Our way back. Goal. That makes sense. That won't make sense to anyone else, but it'll remind me what I'm supposed to do if that occurs. Alright. Problem solved. You know, the funny thing, Rad, I never know. I never know if, like, you may have been joking when you said that. I don't know that. But it seems like a good idea to me. Like, it's... I worry about that sometimes. People are like, wait, you took that seriously? I was joking. I'm like, no, it's a great idea. And they're like, uh-oh. I mean... I think genuinely that seems like a solid... goal. Yep. I would, you know, if somebody randomly was like 500 subs, I would be terrified because I would have to find somebody to rig a 3D model. And I don't know if I could do that for just 500 subs. I don't know if that's enough. I could try. I need to make and rig, and at that point I'm like, what do I do? I don't know. Because part of it is like the hope that if I grew, like in a more traditional, like slowly gain subs and stuff, people shuffle in, I meet people who have more experience dealing with some of that stuff, and they can be like, hey, do this, hey, do that. Trust this person, don't trust that person. To be fair, I could probably, well, I don't know, just reach out to a model artist. Wow, you believe me? You're actually supposed to call everyone idiot and then delete your account. That's a great idea. I wish I had a ending stream tab that I could switch to for the joke of ending the stream. I don't even have a blank screen that I can just go to. Oh well. It's fine. Day 357,000. No, that's not right. Day 1,300 of checking Witchbrook and seeing if anything has been added to their recent announcements or anything. God, I want to play that game so badly. They took away the button that lets me change it to rank easily. Well, you do that after getting that. Brad, you didn't put the commas in. I can't read that number. And OBS makes it even harder. Is that 10 million or a million? I can't. I think that says $1 million. Well, you do that after getting $1 million. $1 million? Rat says is a funny comment. It's a funny joke. It's a good idea though, because if we did, like, if somebody did, like, some of them, if you dropped 20, River City Girls is $40. You know what I mean? So, like, I don't know if I could do that and also some of the other games. You know, so like working my way backwards is probably the smart thing. It's also like, you know, if that was the goal that you were going for, we get that, right? And if I can, I will attempt to do everything else before it in order of the highest ranked, but there's no immediate guarantee if it was like a 1 month thing, right? You know, eventually I'm gonna have enough sub goals that we can just do a marathon, a subathon, and it might go somewhere, it might not. Sometimes, I've heard sometimes that, like, announcing that you're doing a subathon, people show up because they're interested in that over actually just the streamer, which is an interesting thing. I think I've heard both Mouse and Connor talk about, like, much bigger numbers during subathon, much more activity than just in a normal stream, which is interesting. I don't know. What if I threw Bookshop Simulator on the list? That would be a really funny one to just be like, we'll play this. We will simulate books. I have no idea if it's very positively rated. I don't know. He's a really silly one. Streamer who only does subathons. There's a streamer who was I don't know if they still are. They streamed for 4 years straight and it was entirely a subathon. And like they just stay live constantly and all the time. It's just kept going. And I think that's crazy. I know LumiTuber has had a subathon that's been going on for like 200 days, and I think it's just they set some of the basic rules a little low, and people have just kept going. So like, they've taken breaks, but Lumi has, I think, because they have cons and stuff they have to go to. But every so often, I'll just see them live, and it'll be like day 200 and blank of subathon, and I'm like, what the frick? Insane. Actually crazy. Night Rain. Night Rain. Do, do. No Man's Sky. I would like to play No Man's Sky someday. It's interesting though, like a lot of the games that I like games where you like either build primordial like cells, like, you know, we've played that game before. It was called Thrive, and like you go from being a cell like in 4 to like evolving into a much bigger thing, but the dev is mostly focused on the cell stage, so it's a very advanced cell simulation game. I like games like that. And I like similar concept. You build a spaceship and you build like a drone spaceship and you slowly build up a huge cool spaceship. I like those kinds of games. I don't know if they're interesting to watch. There was a spaceship one. Where did I put that on my list? Is that at like the bottom? Because it looks pretty good. Oh, Lego Party also looks like fun, but then I need friends. I feel like I had another idea for what I was going to do today, and I've completely forgotten what that idea was also. And another weird thing, saw a video game, has mixed reviews. All of the negative reviews are in, I think, Chinese. It's not English. It's, I think it's Chinese. All of the English reviews are positive, and I don't know what to think about that. Because I don't know what it says, so I'm like, I wonder... That was a really weird thing that I saw in Steam. I was like, that's really bizarre. Because, you know, when you see mixed reviews, I think it's fair to check and see what the actual problem is. Because sometimes it's a good game that just has a really specific bug, and maybe if you follow the game, it'll get fixed, and people will be like, yeah, no, this is actually good. You know what I mean? Like, maybe it just crashes on launch. You know? That's a serious problem. But if you fix it, then it's not anymore, right? So I always check to see what it is, because sometimes it's like, this game doesn't have any settings. That's annoying, but you know. Not the end of the world. Other times it's like, this game is just really boring, I'm sorry. And you're like, well, okay, maybe I shouldn't play that one. For anybody who's keeping track, I currently have 973 games on my wish list. And man, there's a lot. Megabonk, a lot of people have played Megabonk. I don't know. I don't know if anybody has interest in watching that. I'm never sure about games that, like, have a huge, like, lots of people watch the big streamers play it, because you've got big streamers playing it, so why would you watch me over your big streamer? You know what I mean? I never know. On the flip side, nobody plays Peglin, and I also don't get a ton of people watching. Sometimes I do, but most of the time there aren't a ton of people watching Peglin either. So I'm like, I don't know. Maybe it doesn't. Maybe it just doesn't matter, and I shouldn't worry about it. I just don't know if there's a strategy that I could employ. Crush the Industry also looks like fun. There are so many cool games out there, and I try to keep my wish list vaguely correct. Discounty also looks like fun. Kind of like a faster paced Stardew Valley that didn't have farming in it. There's just so many games. Car Park Capital? Roller Coaster Tycoon, but for car parks. Like, there's so many games out there. I want to play all of them. There's a game about just wandering and being outside. We should put that higher. That seems like that's like absolutely my vibe. There's a game about disc golf. This seems like fun. Ritual of Raven? I don't know what that's about, but it looks cute. I don't know. Paper Animal Adventure? Like, Emporium, and remove that because that is official. We already have we got a copy of that. I should check my email. It's not often that I get sent games. But it does happen, so like I should check just to make sure. YouTube is like, your video is blocked in some countries. YouTube, you blew my ears out. I can't hear you. I can't hear you over the sound of nothing. The ringing. We haven't gotten any. Yeah. There is a. I don't know if they're a real dev. It might just be a scam. But they send me a whole bunch of games, and they're all like vague copies of each other, like Cards and Dungeons or Cards and Towers or Spin Royale, and I'm like, I don't know if these are real. They're persistent. I'll give them that much. I did check it out a while ago, and I was like, I don't know if I'm interested. Just like, it's just not super eye-catching. You know, if I'm gonna play a game on stream, I don't want to give it like, I don't want to be like, I hate this, you know? Or I don't want to, like, if I'm not super interested in something, I don't want to be like attempting to showcase it, you know? I don't want to make fun of something, especially if I got it for free. That would be, I feel like that'd be in poor taste. Poor taste. Poor taste. Do you have good taste? What's your favorite taste? That's a dangerous question. Let's not answer that. Anyway, let's move on. What is this? Part of me is like, I want to show. Do I want to show like what I'm looking at on Steam, or I don't want anything to pop up and be like, yeah, your friend. I don't want to accidentally pull up my friends list and be like, oh, a bunch of people that I've played games with once or twice. Suddenly, whatever they're doing is blasted on stream. Scares me. Pac-Man World 2 Repack. Once Upon a Katamari. Is this game out? No, you pre-order it. Okay. What if we put Once Upon a Katamari on the list? You know, I should make a list of games that I want to put on the sub-goal list, with the idea that, like, we won't put them on there until we've hit the point where it's viable to continue. Maybe I'll do that. I'm gonna make a list. I'll make a new list. New document. Not on the Discord. This is just, like, something that I'll keep track of. Games to put on the sub-list in the future, if we ever need to. Where is the formatting? Align center, please. And this way, like, if it's not on the list, I could just randomly, someday I might just be like, yeah, we're playing this, you know? It's not like I have to wait, because, like, when I put games on the list, a lot of times it's like I'm not going to just buy and play this on my own or for stream, because it's on the list. We've got to wait, right? 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 Makes sense. There's so many games out there. Sometimes I scroll through my wish list and I'm like, where did this come? Why is this here? Genuinely, sometimes I ask myself, why is this here? I don't actually know. I don't know why I put this on my wish list. I'll leave it for now, I guess. Put Katamari way higher, though, because I love Katamari. Not the game, but, like... Now that sounds weird. I love Katamari. I also love the game I Love Katamari. I think that's a game, right? That's one of the games, is I Love Katamari? Or is that the song title? It is a game. That's one of the games. I love Katamari. I also love I Love Katamari. Katamari. Na 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 Katamari Damacy. I don't think I did that quite right, but that's fine. So should check what was the name of the new Katamari game that is coming out. It's number 20. I think I put it at number 25, but it needs to be higher probably. Where did it go? Did I put it at 15? I did. Once Upon a Katamari. Once Upon a Katamari. Nice. And then... yeah. Cool. Is there any other... I think Water Park Simulator is a game that I just want to get and play because it fits our vibes so well. It would be the perfect just yapping game where we just slowly build a water park and it'd be a good time. There's so many. Wait a second. Hold on. Spin Hero. Is that the game that I was just looking at that I was sent off for? There's no way, right? It's a different game, right? Nah, it's Spin Royale. Okay, different game. Different game. Different game. False alarm. I was like, oh, did I actually... Because it's happened before. Gymporium I was interested in, and I got sent a code for it, and I was like, wait, what is this? And I was like, oh, wait, this is on my wish list. Absolutely, I'll play this. You know what I mean? Beastie Ball. Beastie Ball might be a good one for a goal. Maybe. I would love to play Beastie Ball. It is really high on the list for some reason. What happens is I see a game really low on the list, and I send it way up high, and I do this a lot, so there's just like 30 games that are all shuffled up towards the top. But some of them should be higher than others. I remember when Mountain Blade 2 Bannerlord was at the top of my list. I still haven't gotten that game. It's $50. I think it was $40 originally. Oh well. Exploding Kittens. Seems like it would be fun. Did Tom say that they have that game or no? Exploding Kittens 2. I don't know. A difficult game about climbing. I put a Beyblade game on my wish list just because the novelty of a Beyblade game is really funny to me. It's $50, so I don't know if I will ever play the Beyblade game. Mostly positive, but it's really funny to me to think that there's a Beyblade game out there, and apparently it's positive, mostly positive. If I were to guess, the reason that it's not very positive or overwhelmingly positive is because it's $50. Who wants to spend $50 to play a game about Beyblade? You know what I mean? I don't know. Not me. If it was $20, I would be a lot more tempted. Animal Well. From Goo to Glory. Spring Dash. Blooded. There's so many games out there. I was checking the bottom of my wish list to make sure that there wasn't anything. I was trying to find, there was a specific game about building a spaceship. I don't know where it went. I don't remember what it was called. It looked cool. It seemed cool. It was similar to the games I described before, where like you fight a bunch of other spaceships and you slowly build it, and it's like kind of top down. But it looks cool because you could make really big spaceships that were like constructs and really massive, and they had like moving parts and stuff, and I was like, that'd be nifty. My problem with those games... Oh, is it this? I think it is. I think it's Exospace Combat Engineer. I'm gonna send that to the top and then check to see if it's the game I was thinking of. Is it the game I was thinking of? Let's find out. Yes, it is. Make really cool constructs. Spaceships that look like anything. And they look pretty too. It's kind of like building a model spaceship and being able to paint it. It's flat 2D top down, but still, they look good. Oh, it looks like a fun game. Early access is $15. Imagine having money. We should play the Door Game. Door Game Deluxe. It's very positively rated on Steam, and it's free. That's just a prologue. Why is that? Mecha Break is free. Maybe we should play Mecha Break. I don't know how big is Mecha Break? That's a good question. Oh, it's mixed reviews currently and is mostly positive. I saw a game being played that I didn't put, what is it? What the heck is it called? Mousy was playing it, so I was interested. But when I checked it on Steam, it's free, but it has incredibly mixed reviews. People did not like it very much. Is Mouse still alive playing it by chance? No, nope, she's not. Darn it. Of course, as soon as I want to check and see what it was, then she's gone. What is it? Blue Protocol, Star Resonance. I thought you might have looked at that game. I don't know if you have any opinions on that game, Rad. It's a chill little game. I don't know. It's an anime game. A lot of people seem to think it's mostly negative reviews. And a lot of people call it generic. And they weren't impressed with like the HUD and stuff. There were a lot of issues with things. It seemed to have multiplayer though. Because it's an MMORPG? So, like, I don't know. A lot of people compared it to, like, it is a mobile game, they said, that was ported to the PC and they were unimpressed. So I don't know if you have looked at it and if you have opinions on it. How big is it? That's the thing I should be looking at when I look at these. Where do they put that information? The size of the game? Is it at the bottom? 35 gigabytes. That's not terrible. Apparently the character customization is pretty good. But I feel kind of bad because I think it was released today. And it's got mostly negative, like, people are not being very kind to it. And I'm like, I feel like they could make something really cool out of it. I don't know. Blue Protocol, Star Resonance. I don't know if anybody has any opinions on that video game or not. I'm always interested. The reason that I'm interested is because I believe it's a multiplayer. It's an MMO. So, like, we could play together and it's free. So I'm like, I don't know. But I don't know if I want to take the time to download that much, the 35 gigabytes only for it to be terrible. There are some people that are claiming that people are just review bombing it and they don't get why. So I'm like, I mean, maybe it's not bad and maybe people are just being annoying, but, like, I don't know. No idea. Yeah, if anybody has, if anybody's looked at that game or wants to play it, if you wanted to play Rad, or if anybody else was like, yeah, we should play that, I would try it. Can't be any worse than it doesn't look like it would crash my computer, so, like, you know. Still sad that Skate, I'm scared to try Skate again and see if it's, like, sends my computer into airplane mode, because that's not a good thing. Don't want computer to be in airplane mode. Why is Fall Guys on my Steam wish list? Not on Steam anymore. Is that, did I leave it on my wish list as in, like, in memoriam or something? Weird. Is it the 400th? It was the 400th game. In memoriam. There's so many cool games out there. I don't know what, oh, you know what I really hate? When a game is no longer available and Steam refuses to tell you what the game was. I hate that. That should be illegal. They should have to tell you. I firmly believe that Steam should have to tell you what the name of the game was, why it was removed, and by who. Did Steam remove it for breaking a rule? Or did the company take it down for some reason and then their statement on it? I think that should be required. Because if it's somewhere else, that should be noted too, or if it's just gone. They don't have to say where it is, just like, is it somewhere else or is it gone? That would be really nice. Because, like, where did it go? You know, like, what was it? Am I missing out on something that I really thought was cool? Or where did Fall Guys go? Was it not the 400th game? Uh-oh. Did my dyslexia get me again? I'll just search it. No, not the store, my wish list. You stupid. I'm gonna remove it from my wish list. It's not here anymore. It's not on Steam. Like, Fall Guys was removed. It has to be Steam removing it, right? Because Fall Guys was removed, but they weren't removed by Steam. They moved to the Epic Store, so it's still there. It's just not available, right? So, like, that means that if it says, like, unavailable and it's completely blanked out, that means that Steam removed it, correct? It must. It must mean that. which is super unfair to the consumer because what if I wanted, it's on my wish list. I wanted that game. What was it? What if I thought it was really cool and I was waiting for it to come out in full or something, you know? I think that would also protect developers a little bit from just being screwed over by making a mistake or something like that. I had Age of Empires like remastered on my Steam list, and I was like, don't I already own the actual Age of Empires 2 game? Like, it's not a remaster, it's like a port. Why do I need? Why is the remaster? I was so confused. I was like, I already own that. Like, if I'm gonna play this, it's because of nostalgia, because Age of Empires is cool. I don't need the remaster. I don't need it to be in 4K, because I highly doubt that it's, like, done in a way that makes that even matter, but still. I still kind of want to play Snufkin Melody of Moomin Valley. Low-key. I've seen it all the way through before, but I think it's such a pleasant and cool game. And it kind of kills me that I've only seen one streamer play it. Because it felt like it was an episode of the show. Despite the fact that it's a top-down kind of game. So obviously from that point, perspective, it's not, but like... It really felt like you were playing an episode of the show, and I don't think it was. I think it's its own thing, but it's really cool. Moomin. Moomins! Ironically, the person that I saw play this game was Snuffy. She loves Moomin stuff. She showed a few of the episodes of Moomin Valley on her stream before. That's how much she likes it. But there are other streamers who are also like, yeah, I love Moomin. And I'm like, have you played this game? Nothing. Like, wait, so do you, like... It seems like you would like it. You should play it, you know? It'd be good. I get frustrated sometimes when streamers are like, oh yeah, I think I'd like to try to play said game. Blank, insert game here. And I'm like, I would love to watch you play it. And they're like, I don't want to play it on stream. And I'm like, why? And then they're like, because I don't think it'd be good for stream. And I'm like, son of a... I would watch that! I want to watch you play the video game. Ad break in 3 minutes, 4 minutes, 3.5 minutes. To a degree, I kind of get it. But also, I'm like, I don't know. And then there are some games I totally understand. Like, for me specifically, this affects me very much. Games that require other people is my greatest weakness because I simply struggle to get a group of people together to play a game. It was a nightmare trying to organize a lobby for party animals. I got like 3 people together. 4 people together, and it was okay. V-Star was one of them. V-Star's a bro. I love V-Star. I hope they're doing okay. I hope they're having a good day. Good day. I say that because I see a game called Barotrauma. It's a game where you pilot a submarine, and is this the game that I'm thinking of? Is this the multiplayer one? Yeah, co-op multiplayer. I think this is also the game where you can have people be bad guys, and it's kind of like got Among Us vibes in that sense, but it's such a complicated and difficult game in the first place that you can turn that off and it's just like a survival. It's a difficult game about succeeding in an underwater submarine. And it looks really cool, but it's a little complicated, and I don't know how you would get 8 people together to play it. I think it's an 8-player game. Submarine. Submarine indeed. But it's just one of those where I'm like, how do I convince 8 people to play this with me? I don't know it in the first place. How do I find 8 people that, like, you know what I mean? Like, it's one of those things where sometimes I'll be talking in collabs and you'll hear me say something like, I really want to be super successful, and you'll hear other people be like, oh, I don't really want to be successful, and I'm like, the only reason that I really want, yes, we were talking about Vod Channel, the only reason I really want to be successful as a streamer is so that I have other people that I can play games with. And it's not a problem, you know what I mean? I can, like, convince people to play games with me whenever, you know? And, you know, the other thing is, if I was successful, super successful, I could just buy the game for my friends, you know what I mean? I could be like, Tom, you're gonna play this with me, and Tom would be like, I'll try it. I guarantee that if I bought the game for Tom, he'd be like, sure, I'll play it. I might not like it, but it's fine, you know what I mean? You know what I mean? I'm so bad at that game. You have that game, Rad? I wish that I could just be like, we're playing this game now. I want to try it. I used to watch some streamers. They'd do that. They'd be like, you're playing with me now. I bought the game for you. What? All right. It would be so nice to be able to do that. Oh well. Someday, maybe in the future. It was free for a weekend or something. Free to play, not to own. Gosh darn it, I get it, but it's still. It's $35 on Steam. So many games. There are billions. Library of Ruina, I guess. Planetary Annihilation Titans. So many games out there. But it's like, how do you know, even if I could buy 8 copies of a game that's $35 right now, give it to my friends. I have like 3 friends. Maybe, you know, I might have 4 friends that I could convince, but I don't think I have 8 friends that I could convince to play the game with me. Maybe Allie, maybe Amanda, but then we have to play it kind of late for Tom and Amanda, which is fine. But then we only get like maybe 2 hours, maybe a little more. Rad would play it with us. I could probably talk V-Star into it, but then it becomes a nightmare of getting everybody together to play the game, right? And that's only 5 people. 6 with me. I'm like, I don't know if Vivi has time or would care to play that game. You know what I mean? And then I don't know if I know anybody else. I mean, maybe V-Star could pull some other people in. They probably could. I don't know. You know? Play Genesis Project? What's that? Is that on Steam? Take me to the Steam store. Steam? Genesis Project. Is it the Genesis Project? Oh, it's a free multiplayer Homestuck game? Project Genesis. Arc Genesis Season Pass. What? So, Red, I have a question. Why is it when I type in Genesis Project, Bubsy in the Perfect Collection is the fourth item on the list? Why is Bubsy here? It's unfinished and rarely updates. I have little to no interest in Homestuck. Did I spell Genesis correct? Genesis, I did. Genesis Project. Is it the Genesis Project? Oh, it is, because you own this one. Okay. Found it. Or you've played it. I have no interest. Huh. Perfectly generic team. Oh, it has an OC maker. That's kind of funny. Not good for long-term stuff, but doing a single play session with friends to mess with the alchemy stuff is cool. It's very odd. I just don't. But that's the thing is, I just don't like home very much, right? You can build a house? Oh, that's weird. Okay. Huh. Survival game? What? You know what? It's. I think it's beautiful for Homestuck fans. This seems like the perfect. Like, if you were a Homestuck fan, I feel like this is great. It's very strange and unique and weird, and it seems perfect for the Homestuck community. Like, it's perfect. In fact, even if they finish the game, I think they should keep it in early access because it's funny. Like, it's perfect that way. I love that it's unfinished and rarely updates. It was released 3 years ago? Fascinating. One of those things where I'm like, I wish I liked Homestuck, but I have no interest, unfortunately. No interest. Homestuck, more like home unstuck. Stormhuck. Anyway. There's free games. Like, I don't know. I'm also like free games. I'm like, did you hear me earlier, Red? I don't know if have you seen? It just came out. Blue Protocol Star Residence. Have you looked at that? I'm curious if you've looked at that. If you've seen that game. If you had any. I've heard of it. It's mostly negative reviews currently on Steam. But I am interested because it's a free MMO. And the customization's supposed to be good. But some people were saying it's just a port from a mobile game. So I'm like, I don't know. If you're ever interested in trying it, I would also be, because it's free. And I'm like, part of me kind of wants to see if they update it and maybe the reviews go up. It feels like people are being really, really aggressively against it. And I don't understand. Like, the reasonings they give aren't particularly... maybe some people just don't like gacha. I don't know. I don't mind trying it with you if you want. Maybe we'll do that in the future. How big is it? I looked at this. Is it a 35 gigabytes? I think I saw that it was. There's a part, it's like, I don't know. Because the customization seemed really good. But, like... I don't know. A lot of people said it was very generic. Somebody, a really, really funny comment was the Hoyo meme. It was what did they say? Star Impact, Zenless Star Impact, the third, something like that. It was really funny. I laughed really hard. Apparently it doesn't have very much, it's not good in the server. Like, they only have one server, which is, I don't know about that. But somebody else said that you could change servers, so I'm like, somebody's lying here. Or maybe it's not, it's very unintuitive, perhaps. I don't know. Somebody said plays like Genshin if it was made by ChatGPT. And you know, like I see all these negative reviews, and I kind of feel bad if there were like artists and writers and people who tried to make a good story, and that was the response they got, even though they tried their hardest. I feel bad. You know what I mean? That's gotta be one of my least favorite things about the art industry, is that one of the greatest sins is making something that's generic. Like, if you're gonna make something, it would be better for it to be bad than for it to be generic. And that's so depressing to me. Like, if I made a super generic, movie, it will never be as popular or as beloved as The Room, which is notoriously bad. But it's so bad that it's funny, right? You know what I mean? I don't know. But yeah, we could try that game sometime, Red. Not today, probably. I don't know. I want to give it time and see if, you know, see how things go with things. I saw Mouse playing it with Shia and Buff, and they looked like their avatars. Like, they looked like themselves in the game, and I thought that was really cool, but I don't know if there's anything good besides that. And they were all together, so I don't know. Maybe I'll see a video or two on it, or maybe people will have comments on it, or maybe you'll see something on it, and you'll be like, oh, we really shouldn't. I don't know. Elatro. You know you spend too much time on the internet when there's a game called Bitcraft online, and I read it as Bitcoin online, and I was like, oh no. What is that? Oh no! I was like, oh, what is this, and why is it on my store page? I just can't read. It's dyslexia. It's not Bitcoin. It's dyslexia. That'd be a band title? It's the title for a band right there. Craft Coin. Craft Coin. I just saw a game called My Card is Better Than Your Card. Oh my gosh. Become the coolest kid on the playground in this colorful roguelike deck builder. Craft every card yourself with adorable stickers and wow your rivals in tug-of-war battles full of wonder. And then what it shows is a card it looks like a Yu-Gi-Oh style kind of card, but the bottom half of the card is like 3 cards long. Oh my goodness, that's so funny to me. I want a screen. Hold on, I need a screen cap of this. This is so friggin' funny. Where is it? There it is. Stop. Hold on. This is really funny. That's so funny. I love that. That's so funny. I want a Pokemon card that's custom made, that's like 3 feet long. And it's got like 30 moves. That would be there is an entire there is a concept here, really long card game where the cards are like really long and you don't know. Like, the really rare cards have, like, slightly better moves, but they only have 2 moves and it's really pretty art or something. Like, you could, like, swap between... You don't know if it's going to be a card that has a big art and it's really cool, or a card that has a lot of moves and it's a lot of reading. The idea of this happening in Yu-Gi-Oh! Is really funny. There is something here, okay? Alright? I just wanted to show that because I saw it, and that's so funny. That is so funny to me. I'm adding this game to my wish list. That's hilarious. The only good thing crypto ever did is lead to someone unironically saying, all of my apes are gone. Says Rad. Yeah, I've lost my apes. I think that's so silly. The whole ape thing was really silly. It is interesting how certain aspects that we really hate have gone away and other aspects have not. And historians are going to do research on the hows and whys, and it's going to be fascinating 200 years from now. Like, the amount of hatred for the ape stuff, probably a little bit less than the amount of hatred for generative AI for art. And yet, generative AI for art still exists. And the apes are not really prevalent anymore. It's fascinating. And I'm like, are there corporations that are really pumping money into this? Or I don't know. I don't know. No idea. Anyway, fascinating. That game that I showed is called My Card is Better Than Your Card, and it looks cool. Is it a multiplayer game? They should make it a multiplayer game. It'd be really funny, I feel like. But it looks good. I'm interested. It looks like I would play that. It looks like fun. I've been hacked. All my apes gone. This just sold. Please help me. But it's unfungible. My favorite part about the dystopian we're living in is the word unfungible. That's my favorite. I love that for us. Can't be funged. It has an unfungible token. What does that mean? You know, I remember looking it up. If you Google unfungible, it gives you a website. They're all websites. It's all websites. Non-fungible. Excuse me. Non-fungible. Not easy to exchange or mix with other similar goods or assets. There's gotta be a better word, right? Non-fungible. They have browse, and I think these are all just words that start with none, but the word right, non, N-O-N, and the word right above non-fungible is non-functional, and that's really funny to me. That's really funny. Remember Cryptoland? No. No, I really don't. Cryptoland. Is that a real world thing or a digital thing? Did somebody make a Cryptoland on the internet, or did somebody make a real life welcome to Cryptoland? What's this about? Wait, is this the game? No. Wait, no. I'm thinking of a different game that was chill. Crypto-themed island resort. There's a YouTube video from 3 years ago that has 300,000 views, and it's a 3D animation that narrates an imaginary story of a crypto island. I don't think that's what you're talking about. There's also a YouTube channel that has a thing called Cryptoland. Is this like a... Oh, from Motherboard. It's just all about crypto, I guess. That's not what we're talking about. Own, Earn, Conquer Cryptoland.io. A digital gameplay piece in a captivating new world where kingdoms will rise. Somebody made a game about it. Okay. The crypto-themed island resort. Surprisingly, it never got made. Well, it's all those unfungible tokens they're non-fungible, so it's very difficult to make money off of them. My favorite part about this dystopian future is the amount of energy that we use to make something to make rich people richer. That's the part that gets me. It makes me think about how much of an effect a powerful person, a powerful individual can have on a country, a culture, and a people, because we're gonna be talking like crypto is ingrained as a word. It's gonna probably continue to be used as a word that people talk about well into the future, you know. And there's other examples. I think about we wasted so much energy, and for what? A couple of stupid apes? is it going to affect like our culture in a more broad sense? I think about what comes to mind when I said that. I'm thinking of the Japanese emperor who put into I think it was an emperor. He put into rule, you are not allowed to hurt animals, and he was incredibly strict with both what hurt meant and what counted as an animal, because basically everything counted as an animal. Apparently there was a case where somebody slapped a mosquito, and that person got banished for slapping the mosquito. And I'm like, But because of the intensity of this rule, the moment that he died, they kind of rolled back a lot of it. Like, you wouldn't get sent away for hitting a mosquito anymore. However, Japan as a whole kind of had, because that rule was like in place for like 20, 30, maybe more years, they all kind of learned to respect animals a lot more because of it. Just because of one really specific rule. And it makes me wonder, like, if we put a really ridiculous rule into place and said it will last for 30 years, will it force our culture to change? It might, you know? It's like, it's an interesting thought. Like, was it too far? Probably, but did it have a good outcome? Yes. Very interesting. And like a fair amount of it I agree with. You shouldn't hit animals, you know? Like, you shouldn't hurt animals. I don't know how it dealt with, like, I don't know if the meat industry just died during that period of time, or if there was like, you know, like, I don't know how that works. Works. But I just thought it was fascinating. One person wanted to do a good thing, and they did. And it had a lasting effect on an entire country. And people are just more polite now. It's kind of nice. Yeah. What the heck is this? What is this game called? Bye, Sweet Carol? Oh, it's beautifully animated. The Dark Story. I don't think I want to play it, but it looks really pretty. It looks like this genuinely looks like an animated film, but you're playing an animated film. The Sweet Carol. Or Bye Sweet Carol. There are so many games. Battlesuit Aces. Wait, this no, this isn't. Okay, I thought it was. There's a robot fighting game that was like narratively driven that I saw a long time ago, and it looks pretty cool. I don't think this is it. I don't think so. I think the game I saw was black and white, right? It had like noir feelings. There are too many games, and also not enough games, and they're all too expensive, or they don't cost enough. What the heck is this? This reminds me of like Children of Mora? Children of Mana. Mana, that's the word I wanted. Children of Mana. Pixel art. I want to get back into pixel art. I've been doing a little bit on my iPad. And like, I think Witchbrook is really inspiring visually. And like, maybe I just start making scenes that are like kind of fit into that. Totally put them together. I'm like, man, drawing's hard. I sure am, wait. Unrelated to anything, Rad says, but I gotta say, I sure am sick of shader compiling. Like, when your game does it? Or like, you are making something and you're compiling the shaders? Or like, just like it taking so long? In like Star Rail? In Hoyo games, you mean? Because I agree, I know that, like, Hoyo has done a pretty good job of, like, compressing a lot of that stuff. It used to be way worse, especially in ZZZ. Holy cannolis, it was bad in ZZZ. When I play a game. Is this a horror game about dinosaurs? Oh my gosh, it's a horror game about dinosaurs. A 1 to 4 player co-op horror game that throws you into a desperate fight for survival against dinosaurs. Deathground. What? That's crazy. Borderlands 4 is always compiling shaders. Oh no. Borderlands 4 was... I watched it and it seemed pretty good. Minus the constantly crashing issues and, like, being optimized so poorly. If they'd given it, like, another month and just fixed all of that, I think they might have had Game of the Year. But, unfortunately, I don't think they can get that just because there were so many issues. You know? You know? You know? This. Curiosity. Leap and climb through a perilous labyrinth of obstacles, all to find your way back home as a cat? There are a lot of crazy games out there. This is similar to Only Up, but maybe it's better because you're a cat? I don't know. Boat Sim? Take a game where it's called Boat Sim and you can just be a boat. And there's like 20 different boats you can be. Ukulele. The frick is this? Is this a equal to ukulele? Or is this a remake or remaster of the original? New moves, more story, exciting challenges, hidden secrets, and more. Then double the collectibles to uncover. It's mostly positive. I'm interested. That would be a good way to try out ukulele. I'm still not entirely sure if it's a remake, kind of, or a remaster. It looks like it's a remaster. You guys ever play ukulele? I never did. I was interested in it. It looked interesting. A lot of people were kind of underwhelmed because it felt like they continued where they left off with Banjo and Kazooie, like, gameplay-wise. Like, they didn't learn a lot of the lessons that there are to be learned, you know what I mean? That was what some people said, at least. There's so many games. So little time. I don't understand how billionaires exist. Just buy all of the... Just go and buy games. Just play games. Just stop being a billionaire and go have fun. Get it. I haven't played any instrument. Really? I always wanted to play it. I always thought they were cool, and I figured I'd have an easier time because they're smaller, right? Oh, well. That's fun. You ever see a game and they have like one section of the game that looks really cool, and then they show a different part of the game and you're like, that looks awful, and you're like, if only they could separate the good part and make a whole game about that. I really like exploration and like mapping out things in games. I really would like to see some games that are designed around that concept and solely that, like, mapping out a world. You're connecting towns. You're building and advancing roads. And like, I don't know, just that idea of like having fog of war and like uncovering stuff, and like there are ways to mitigate. Like, I don't know. I feel like there's so much that can be done with that. And I just saw a game that looked almost like they almost did that, and then they showed a bunch of other stuff that was completely unrelated to that concept. And then I clicked to the next game, and it's just Mother. It just looks like Mother. Mother 3, Mother 2, Mother 1, Mother, Earthbound. Earthbound New Beginnings, Earthbound. I don't particularly care about Ninja Gaiden. I like it, it's fine, but I'm not interested in playing it. Oh, that's horrifying. No, we will not be. Why? Is it because it's spooky month that I'm getting a whole bunch of horror games again? I swear, I swear, we've done it before. When it's just me, ton of horror games on my end. When I go to stream, like what I'm looking through on Steam, it's just all chill stuff. And I'm like, what? Maybe it seems like you need to show everyone what you're doing. This game looks cool, but I don't know if I really want to play a platformer where I'm a bat. Like, I just don't think I want to. I don't know. There's lots of games. Oh, that's weird. A game where you're constantly having to fix a bunch of different graphs so that they're correct, or so that they are good for your company, is really interesting. In a lot of different ways, that's fascinating. Pocket Boss. Funny. I don't know if I care, but it's a funny concept. It might be good content. I do notice that when we played Played Up, there were several people that showed up just to be like, hey, what's up? Playing Played Up. I'm like, man. Maybe we should play more Played Up. But now I'm like, I don't know. I don't want to play it alone. I wonder if Tom would want to play Played Up. I could get Tom and V-Star together. We could do a little play Played Up sometime. I don't know. We need to play more Stardew Valley. You know what I really wish? I wish people would show up like that for some of the other games we play, like Peglin and Stardew. They do. Sometimes people show up for Peglin, but like, I don't know. It's kind of frustrating when like you have a game that people will show up for, but you're not super into it, you know? I love Stardew Valley so much. I wish that there were like the 30 people who were like, hey, what's up? You like this game? Yes, I do. I love this game. Genshin Impact. I was doing some grinding in Star Rail yesterday. That was like making sure to send lots of different people on my friends list monies. And I found something. And I don't know. I wonder if it'll have like reset or if it was a one-time thing. I have no idea. In the Trailblazer Stern, you can name it other things. In the airship that's in the Penacony, in the Land of Dreams, in the Dream World, there's an airship that you take control of, right? And in the captain's quarters, if you go to click on like the sofa in the captain's quarters, there's a horn behind it, and if you click on that, you just get $5,000, and they make it sound like it's a daily occurrence, but I don't know if it actually is because I only found it last night. So I'm sitting here like, if it's a daily occurrence, I'm gonna scream. Why would you hide that? Why would you hide that like that? Why not? Why? I really hope it's a single time thing. Just from the fact that, like, if there are hidden ways to just make extra money in Star Rail, I'm gonna lose it. I'm gonna crash out. Like, sure, it's only 5K, but if I did that every day, I would have at least 50K. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Another thing, I've watched a lot of the YouTube shorts, and I see a bunch of that guy that's got the nice voice who, like, reads things that he sees on the internet. It's like his own daily dose of internet, but it's like something that he saw that he thinks is really funny or really cool. And a lot of his, like, Addams posts, the Addams Family posts, talking about that. And I see there was one talking about, like, how if you were down on your luck and you had Gomez Addams as a friend, he would be in your corner. He'd be like, "Oh, you got fired? Here, have $5,000 every month until you get back on your feet. No worry." And the only thing you'd have to do is face him. You'd have to fence with him twice a week, and that would be it. And I love the idea of getting to learn fencing from Gomez Addams. That seems like it would be fun, because he would kick your butt. And then he would compliment you on how you're doing so much better than when you first started. And it would be the most... I just feel like I would have a lot of fun learning from that man. You know? I see a lot of stuff like that, and I'm like, I wish that the Addams Family was real. They're just so cool. But seeing, like, how seeing people, like, dissect how and why, the hows and whys of the Addams Family, and why it, like, worked, and why it was interesting, and why it was actually good, really, and, like, how they had really good relationships with each other, and the way that they made it actually funny is, oh, they're just really creepy, like, but it's not a problem. They just are. That's just what they're into, and that's the funny part. Other than that, everything is great. They have the greatest life you could ever hope for, really. I love that. It's so fascinating. They should make an Addams Family game now. A Wednesday Addams game set in, like, the Netflix universe would go really hard, actually. Now I'm Googling. There are some video games. The Addams Family Mansion Mayhem? Is this based off of, like, this is based off of the animated one. There is a 3D game, platforming game, based off of this. I've never seen this before. Huh. Weird. It looks it kind of reminds me of, like, a top-down kind of Little Big Planet almost. Was this really released in 2021? It almost looks like a PS2 game. Well, now I gotta search the Steam store for Addams Family and see if anything else pops up. Because I knew there was an old game on, like, the NES. They have a pinball. Oh, they have a pinball. Oh, that's kind of cool. They have a pinball table on Pinball FX. There are some games based on them, but not really any that are actually, other than that one Addams Family game. Huh. That's fascinating. Interesting. What do you want? You want up here? You want to join in on the conversation? You were up here earlier. You were already up here. You really want up here? Get up here. My silly doggo. I don't know. I don't know. There's so many games, so many cool concepts. Addams Family. I also saw something that was like, imagine if the Addams Family like lived in a college town and they would rent out parts of their mansion to like college students for nice cheap prices because they don't need the money, they're just doing it because they care about people and they like to meet new people. And I love the idea of like the Addams Family, like Gomez and Morticia, getting older and their kids leave and are out in the world doing amazing things. And that's why they're like, we should rent our mansion so that it's not empty. Like they're like, they have like empty nest syndrome, and they're like, man, I just want people around. I love the idea of them like renting to like several college students for really cheap. And the college students don't care about any of the creepiness because it's not any different from living in a dorm, and it's cheaper. And like the Gomez and Morticia just have a great time connecting with these younger people about like what they're doing and why. I really like that too. There's so much potential. I think the crazy thing about the amount of potential that exists in the Addams Family as a concept is that the original show aired in the 60s, right? 50s, 40s? '30s. Really? First aired. Apparently 1960s was the original TV series. It's been out for what? What is that? 60 years? And it still feels like there's a limitless amount of potential behind it. That's what I was going to say, is the amount of potential in the Addams Family concept is limitless. There is so much that they could do with the universe. And it's been out for 60 years. That's insane to me. Like, they're exploring like Wednesday Addams and like her growing up and moving out of her mansion and like what she's doing and why, and therapy. Are you a good boy, Murdo? And solving mysteries, and that's fascinating. They could do so much more, and it would be really funny and interesting and cool. You know? So much opportunity. I liked Wednesday Addams. I liked the idea of like murder mystery, and instead of getting like Nancy Drew, we get Wednesday. I love that. I think that's really. It's such a fun concept because she's like she's unimpressed, and when she is impressed, that's when it's dangerous, and I think that's really funny. She's so good. So good. You know a game I was told will someday like be free? Path of Exile 2? Apparently. I don't know if that's true. If it is, if it does become free someday, I would like to play it. Path of Exile seems like a fun game. Maybe I could get... If it is free, I want to rope Rad into playing that with me. I think it seems like a fun game. It seems like the kind of game that Rad would get really into, and I would enjoy it, I think. I like those kinds of games. I do wonder if it'll actually be free though, because that's like crazy to me. It's a very interesting business model. Maybe they have like an in-game store or something that you can buy outfits or something, and that's how they make money afterwards. I don't know. It'd be a really cool business model. Arlo, you were flicking your ears against me. It tickles. Oh boy. Maybe we should we look up dog games for you or something? Like, I don't... Dog TV, the video game. A game where you play as wild animals, and it's for the entertainment of your dog. That is a good... I'm writing that down. That's a good idea. That's a really solid game idea. Play as wild animals, doing animal things. It's entertainment for your dog. And can autoplay. Heck yes. This is a fantastic idea I've just come up with. This is excellent. Somebody should make that. I wouldn't mind. I said it on stream. It's fair game. I have plenty of game ideas that I haven't said on stream. That one I would be down, because like just the idea of having like an interactive, but also like you could just leave it on for your dog. You know what I mean? My dogs would like that. Hades 2 came out, and I'm like, when am I ever gonna get to play that game? That's like, I don't know. Would people want to watch me? Oh, but if it's anything like Hades 1, it'll take 40 runs to finish the base, like to actually get the first ending. Ugh. I don't know. That might not be a good stream game. Or it might be. I don't know. Would people want to watch some of that? Because I could definitely beat the first couple bits of it. I don't know if I'm really interested in playing really hard games anymore, though. I think Hollow Knight taught me that I don't know. Like, I just want to chill. I just want to be a chill little guy. Like, I can't be bothered to beat the really hard bosses, you know? You know? So I don't know if Hades... Like, I don't know if I ever actually fully finished Hades 1. I got most of the way. Like, I definitely beat the main story, like, plot points. But I don't know if there was a little bit more that I didn't quite do. Or what. You know? It's a fun and good game, though. There's an interesting take on Greek gods and their culture. I guess I'll remove this. I don't know what game got removed by Steam, but it makes me sad because it wasn't removed before and now it is. Like, for all I know, it could be a game that's just like a game, like, you know, it's like, okay, like it could just be like a random game that you never heard of, like Solar Settlers or The Story Tale, and I'm never gonna know. I'll never know. I'll never know why. I'll never know how. Or Overcrowd, a commute 'em up. A commute 'em up is a really good tagline for like a game like that. Epworth? There's so many games out there, man. There's also a lot of things out there that aren't games too. Honey, I Joined a Cult. Moss. Moss looks kind of cool. It's very positive. It's a platformer. Always like, I would love to have an audience that I could show games to rather than trying to play games to attract an audience. You know what I mean? I've definitely showed games to us to chat to our cozy campers before, and I think you guys have enjoyed it. But it doesn't. I don't know. Like when we played through all of Brothership, that was such a good game. I really liked that game. But I don't know if we really gained Like, I don't know if anybody was like, oh, hey, this guy's cool. You know what I mean? I wish it was easier to grow on Twitch. Just in general. But also just on Twitch also. In general, too. And on Twitch. And in general. And just as a general rule. Someday. Someday. Somewhere. We're getting dangerously close to 650 followers on Twitch, actually. We're only 5 people away. You know, if everybody... You know, I was gonna say, like, if everybody that was here got one extra person, got one friend to follow, we would be one off. So, like... Actually, if everyone here got one person to follow, including myself, we would be one... We would have... Wait. No, we would be 2 off. Wait, no, that doesn't work the way that I thought it did. Oh, wait, no, I'm bad at math. Uh-oh. Oops, I mathed wrong. If every person here, not including myself, got one person to follow, we would be 3 off. And if I was also included, we'd be 2 off. Not quite good enough. I don't know. The math didn't math there. I tried my best, is what happened. I tried my best. And, you know, sometimes your best is just really bad at math, and that's okay. It's okay to be bad at math. I'm sick of pretending that it's not okay. Okay with you? Merlo's like, I'm just looking at the screen. You're scrolling, and there's a lot going on. I kind of want to play Dredge at some point. Dredge seems like a cool game. Dredge is cool. I intend to play Coffee Talk Sunday. We'll see how that goes. Hopefully I like it. I always get anxious when people are like, hey, you should play this. Because I'm like, what if I hate it? Then what? Then I feel bad. Like with Fontaine. I was dreading going to Fontaine because I had a feeling I really wasn't going to like it. And I was right. But I really wanted to like it, and I liked the stories that came afterwards. All of the side stories were really good. But I get anxiety from like people being like, you will love this thing. Because what if I don't? What if I don't love it? I know myself. Telling me that I will love it is already setting up a bad precedent. We're already starting at a bad spot. You know? You know. But it looks like it's pretty good. It looks cozy, and I am cozy, so like it's probably fine. And I already own it, so we should probably play it at some point, right? So that's we'll probably play, I should have played Announce. Unrelated. Like, I've heard a lot of good things about Coffee Talk. I'm not entirely sure. I have a feeling I won't particularly like the gameplay, but like the story. I'm always worried about games like that because if it's too, like, it might be too, if it's too serious. You know? Like, Valhalla goes really hard. And it's a very similar game. And I don't think I could handle playing through that game because the story is too intense for me. Like, it's too real. It's very real. They do a very good job of being like, this is the future. Nothing has changed. People are still horrible. You know what I mean? It's a really small game. Do they say if it's like a cozy... A heart-to-heart talk simulator. Yeah, I don't know. Hopefully it's not. Hopefully I like it. Hopefully I like it. It looks cool. I really like the looks of the game. Hopefully it's not a troublesome thing. We'll play that on Sunday. Try it out. You know, I could open Wild Mender and we could walk around my... I haven't done as much as I thought I would have at this point. I've been building a forest again, right? In a new map that I think will make it easier for me to like build a really big forest because of the starting point. It's a very slow, it's a slow thing, this game. It takes a lot of time to build the gardens that you like in Wild Mender. Especially if you're building with the future in mind. And honestly, it's a good metaphor. It's like I'm like digging deep trenches with the knowing that it's going to be a river someday and it's going to be a lot, and I probably should have done it a little bit differently, but that's fine. I don't know. I should play that some more. When I have a more of a cool forest built, then maybe I'll show you guys what I've made in that game, because it's a fun game to just chill and vibe with. It's another one of those games. When it first came out, it was very positive, I think. Very positive. Recently it had mixed reviews, but I think some people who liked the game have come back and reviewed it again and done some positive. It has a fan base. More ads coming in the next 5 minutes. Oh no, it does have, there are some people who have, it's interesting. I wonder, it must have gotten review bombed then. Or maybe the dev prunes. No, there's a lot of reviews. I don't know. No, there are a lot of negative reviews, so maybe it's not the dev. It's just that a lot of people positive reviewed it. It's got a lot of good stuff. It's also got it's just not quite. If they put another 10% into it, I think it could be really good. You know what I mean? That kind of thing. A little bit more polish, a little bit more work, a little bit more effort. But it's fine. It's okay. It's a good game. It's one of the few games that does what it does. Like, I've wanted to make a game like it for a very long time, and it's not an easy thing to do to make a game like Wild Mender, where you build forests and they're alive. You know what I mean? And they grow. Do you have any idea how difficult it is to do that? It's not easy. It's not an easy thing to program. Not an easy thing at all. A bunch of skateboarding games on my wish list too. Felt That Boxing. That's that. I wonder if there's any. Are there any updates on this game? No, haven't had any updates on this one. This was the one that was like announced during one of the Game of the Year awards or something like that, or one of those. What's the name of the guy, Jeff, that does all of those? Like, he does a bunch of those big gaming events. And at first, a lot of people memed on them, but now a lot of people actually kind of like it. A very big thing. I love the idea of Muppets Punch-Out is really funny. Such a good concept, too. What if we made Punch-Out, but it was all Muppets? Oops, all Muppets. Kind of like, what's that, Hello Neighbor? Or no. What's the name of the game that's like, it's based off of Sesame Street, but it's like... game. My Friendly Neighbor, that's what it's called. I liked that game. I could have gotten, like, I could probably play through a good chunk of it. The end is a little bit, there's quite a bit of it that's kind of like, but it's mostly like, it's like Baby's first horror game, which is perfect for me, because I'm Baby. Am Baby. I liked that game. I feel like Muppets conceptually should be utilized more in video games. Like the idea of like puppety guys that are really goofy and like wild. It's good, actually. Give me a Muppets Cafe Simulator. That's what we need. We need Muppets Simulator games. If you could, like, Store Simulator, but they're all Muppets and things get really wild. There are Muppets that show up and they start throwing things and they make a huge mess. They try to fight you. They're just really loud and annoying. They're just chilling and vibing. So there's something, there's a concept there. There's an opportunity there. Do you guys see the game where it's Monster Care and it's like you are the Pokemon Center? I thought that was pretty nifty. That was interesting. It's me. Hi, I'm the Pokemon Center. It's me. I find it funny that the Secret Agent Wizard Boy and the International International Crime Syndicate is a really funny take on the old Harry Potter games. I wish more people would make games like that too. That's why I want Witchbrook so badly, because I think it'll scratch that itch of like Magic School video game that I really like, you know, without being problematic. I hope. Path of Exile 1 is free. Does that have multiplayer? Is Path of 1 Exile 1 multiplayer? It does have online co-op. How many gigabytes is it? Maybe we could play this game at some point in the future too. 40 gigabytes. That could be fun. That could be fun. I think I'd rather just play Path of Exile 2 if ever that game becomes free though. There's so many games out there. I do wonder about that sometimes. People are like, there are some streamers that play a lot of simulator games, and then you're like, hey, you want to play this game? And they're like, no, I don't think that would work well on stream. And I'm like, play sim games on your stream. What are you talking about? Is it like, do you think it would be too hard? No, it's not that, because they've also played games like Elden Ring on their stream. And I'm like, all right, so why not? I don't know, just don't feel like it would vibe. Like, it's okay to also say that you don't like a game or you're not interested. Or that you just want to play it on your own, that's fine too. It's just, I always find it really weird when people are like, I don't think it would fit with the stream. And I'm like, there are people that play that silly flip game on stream where you flip a coin and it hates you and it always lands on tails. And they made that entertaining. There are people that play just building in Minecraft and they have lots of viewers too. What's, like, if you're interesting, like... It's so fascinating to me, too, how sometimes you'll have one streamer who's like, oh, this would be a terrible game to play on stream. And they're playing Fortnite. And they're like, this other game would be a bad game to play on stream. And it would be some game like, I don't know, Minecraft. Then you'll go to a Minecraft streamer and they're like, oh yeah, I couldn't play Fortnite on stream. I'm like, you both said the same thing about the other game. Like, just do what you want. I don't know. Very silly. Get one of those aquarium games. Build an aquarium feels like it'd be fun. Aquarium simulator. There are a few of those. I feel like I'd be down. Be a fun time. I always thought aquariums were cool. I always wanted to like build the layouts for aquariums. You know, come up with cool designs for fish to swim around in. I think it'd be enjoyable. It would be a good time. It'd be a good video game. It was one of like my first video game ideas. Was like, what if you made an aquarium sim? I feel like that'd be so much fun. And then my idea was like, you have submersible submarines that you can pilot around in the aquarium with the fish. I think that'd be really cool, you know? Do you hear people downstairs, Merlot? Yeah, we've been having a chill vibe stream. Not doing anything crazy, not playing any crazy games. You know what I wish? I wish it was easier to download mods for Stardew, because I would like to I would enjoy picking up the modded Stardew again and playing whatever we played the last time, but my mod list was a nightmare. Managing that was a nightmare. It took hours to try and sort through all that. And it was a lot of fun to play the game, but I think I broke it at some point, and I gave up after I broke it, because I was like, I'm not dealing with this anymore, it's so annoying. But it was such a fun experience having so much in the game. It was so cool. I don't know. I don't know. That was a game I liked too. It was a pinball adventure game. It was like a platforming game, but it was pinball. That was really cool. Was it Yoko's Island? Was that what it was called? Yoko's Island Express. I played through that a long time ago. I don't know if we streamed it. I think I just played it. It was so cool. What a cool game. The entire island was a pinball game. That was why I really liked Pinball Spire too. It was very similar. They're both really good. I think Yoku was a little bit more expressive in their style, because they were just like, what if we just made a world and then we forced it to work as a pinball table? Is really funny. That's not an easy thing to do. And a lot of people like it on Steam. It's got very good reviews. I think I have it on the Switch though. Someday we'll have that third monitor. Yeah. You know what I haven't seen in a little bit? Let's watch some Daily Dose. I haven't seen Daily Dose in a while. Daily Dose of Internet. Maybe Merlo would like that too. Love you! You put in Dale, Daily Dose of Internet's the first thing that pops up. And then if I max this in a quick... This is like the most recent one.
Hello everyone, this is...
Hello everyone, and this is your very quiet announcer. And also, I want this to be in full screen. And then this...
Your daily dose of internet.
So this is the craziest video that I've seen in a long time. This elephant started charging after these people that were in a boat.
Oh, I don't want to be there. You know, the video is titled Dumb Tourist, but is this the tourist's fault? Maybe. I don't know if it is. I have no idea. I don't know how that works. Huh. Ooh. Oh, that poor girl. Oh, no.
This guy was mopping the floors at a fire department when the alarm went off.
Oh, no. This is why we make floor signs. He doesn't even care.
A bee got inside of her car and she started freaking out.
Oh. And her day went from bad to worse. What? What? Wait, what was that? What? What? Huh? Her door broke in half? Oh no. That's oh no. Oh that would happen to me. That's nightmare. That's me. That was me. I'm trying to make the jump and I miss. That's also me. Look at that little guy.
Go through there. Go through there. No. No. Oh.
Yikes.
Sai, você vai pra lá.
Look at that cat. Oh.
These workers in Russia were surprised when they found this while sorting through the trash.
There's a baby in there. What the heck? He looks so disappointed in humanity. He's really upset
So
right
why is
now,
this
and I
another
feel that.
reason to watch?
Is this a steak? Why are we chainsawing a steak?
This animal rehab place wears a mask so that this baby
I
rabbit
think this
doesn't
is really
associate
funny,
humans
but
as a
it's
food
also
source.
really cute at the same time. That's really funny.
They were releasing this rhino back into the wild after rescuing it, and it wasn't too happy.
Stupid humans! Hey, we're just helping you. We know you don't get it, but we were helping. That's not good. Thanks.
They were trying to record themselves dancing when this happened.
Dog picked the dog picked it up and ran! Oh no! Oh dear. Look, it's a cat. And a dog! That dog did not give two hecks about that cat, and he had places to go.
For some
That
reason,
looked
this
painful.
egg is indestructible.
Yo, tell me why my egg do not want to break at all, bro. This, look, it's cracked. It's cracked, but look. That's really funny.
I don't
Went
think
into his
cars are
pocket.
supposed to work like this.
Kleines Problem. Wenn ich jetzt hier. Passiert halt nichts. Aber wenn ich jetzt hier.
That's not.
Imagine Imagine going for a walk and seeing this many cats on the street.
This is a painting. Is everybody okay? Okay, they're all okay. They're fine. This is a painting. But as long as they're all okay, it's fine. It looks like it's near a shelter or something. Huh. What? No, we need to see that again. No, hold on. That's special. Not this part, but the... I can't believe he didn't, like, play that twice. What the... Aww? Why? Is that fake? That feels fake. That feels like that's a fake thing. Oh no, she fell
They decided
down.
to drop this massive pumpkin from really high up.
That's a pumpkin. Drop that pumpkin.
A fried rice tossing machine seems like a really smart idea. I have never seen a cat that looks like this.
Did somebody crop its ears?
Oh, then it goes to the face. After.
Stick. Oh!
So Ireland put crossing signs down on the ground because everyone looks at their phones now.
You know what? That's called moving forward. Finally got to witness the beginning of traffic.
This dog gave him a crazy side eye. I can't tell who's more impressive here.
I do like old man in the background. Just constantly getting free throw after free throw. I don't know if that's a free throw, but just getting it in after every time. Oh, that's really funny.
She didn't realize that she forgot to put it in park.
No. Oh no. Oh.
So what do you think he's trying to say?
What's that little guy doing?
This guy found an iguana that wanted a resting spot.
Man, it almost looks like they just walk on water too.
Come on, baby. Papi, eso tiene que ser una señal, papi. Estamos en el...
These guys realized that they could pick up the signals in this radio antenna using a plant.
What?
For some weird reason, this
That
snow
feels
is on
fake. I think they
fire.
faked that. Maybe it's real.
That is the end of this video.
Hold
I
on.
hope
What
you
was that
enjoyed.
about burning snow?
And I'll see you guys again.
What I thought.
For some weird reason, the snow is on fire.
Is it really snow?
That is the end of this
It
video.
didn't look like
I
it was
hope you
melting
enjoyed.
at all.
And I'll see you guys again very, very soon. Later.
Hold on. Maybe one more and then we'll just wrap it up. I know it's this short, silly little stream. Not a crazy thing.
Hello everyone, this is your daily dose of internet.
This guy was upset that
Hold
the
that
guys-
thought. That was too much for me. It was too quick.
Hello everyone, this is your daily dose of internet.
Oh,
This
yeah?
guy was upset that they got his order wrong, so they gave him the correct order, but he still decided to be insane.
What a jerk. That's a Z. Bruh. Wonder where he learned to do that. That's terrifying. Uh-oh. What?
These people have never been on
Huh?
an escalator before, so it was their first time trying it out.
They're trying their best. Oh no, oh no. That kind of stuff can be difficult if you've never been taught how to use some of the current like tech things we take for advantage. Two different cats.
Excuse me, miss? I just called the cops on you.
Why?
Because it should be illegal to be this beautiful.
It's not lying, man. You might have to come with me.
That's crazy.
They realized that driving through a hailstorm wasn't a great idea.
Oh man, this is not good.
Oh, there goes the windshield.
Yep.
Oh, Jesus. Oh.
Huh. That's a lion dog. That poor dog. Deserved better. I mean, maybe he had an injury or something.
This guy
and-
can dehusk an entire coconut by only using his teeth.
What? That's crazy. Humans have a lot of bite force.
This driver wouldn't accept getting
Never
captured
forget.
by the police.
Deserved.
Kitchen must
That's
be really, really
like,
cool.
are you stupid?
Microwave over
Bro.
a stove to act as
I mean, I
a
guess you must be,
mounted
right?
pretty
Like,
much even with the
to
cabinets.
think that you can get away from that
dude,
scenario?
When you
You,
mount
I,
it, see
they
it?
have a line on you.
My God, bro.
Like, and you should know your car. You should. Oh, that's not good.
These high school athletes decided to race each other in a hotel.
That's actually really cool. That's such a cool concept. Never been. I don't know if I've ever been to
They
a
wanted to
hotel
see if
like
they could
that.
cook popcorn using a hair iron. He wanted to
Why?
show
Why
off
are
in
they
front of these
surprised?
girls.
They pop because of heat. What? Was he drunk? That's adorable.
This crocodile got bit by another crocodile, but their skin is so thick that it was hardly affected.
Is that the other half of that tooth that was split long ways?
Oh, brother.
That is.
Oh, Christian.
You probably just gave him so much relief, dude.
Oh.
Oh, that poor alligator. Ooh.
I had no idea that necks could inflate like this.
Huh.
How does something like this even happen?
That's crazy. The neck thing. That's. I didn't. What? You cat.
Oh, sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
A car somehow lost control and crashed into their house.
Oh, jeez. That's so close. This is the postcard. That's the mail car from earlier, probably.
I have no idea how you mess up this badly.
Oh no.
Damn, move!
It's a boat. There's nothing they can do. Hope they have insurance on that.
Hold on!
No, I hope nobody was hurt also, but...
Мотя, блин.
Where's that cat go? Look, cat.
For
Oh,
some
no.
weird reason, her microwave controls the lights across the street.
What?
Когда мы включаем нашу микроволновку, включается свет. Сейчас она отключится. И снова.
That's not
It's not
okay. That's really bad. I feel
This
for this
bunny
dog.
was somehow able to outrun this train.
Look, a dog. Look, Merlo, a dog. It's a dog. Missed it. Uh-oh. Oh. Buddy. Oh. Looks like maybe he didn't have a good leg to make the run for it.
Sometimes kids are really, really dumb.
Oh, you want to go outside?
Sometimes you just need a reason to cry, you know? Maybe that's her problem. Maybe she feels like she needs a reason to be upset.
Okay.
Mira mi perica.
It's a chicken. What do you think of that? Oh!
This might be the stretchiest cheese of all time.
When the cheese hits your eye, 'cause you pulled it all apart. It's really stretchy.
Tickle like that.
Oh my god, Josh.
It's
Wait.
completely fake. When I wave over, it should come back. I'm not that mean. You can do it for me as well. Wave over slowly.
Yikes, I hate that. I hate that. I saw how he did it. I hate that. Brother saved... I always see those, and I always worry about the kids' necks. Because you might have saved them from hitting their head. Oh, jeez, that...
There was an earthquake in
That
Venezuela
was
a few
scary.
days ago, and this guy refused to let it interrupt his gaming session. This guy's dad has a really bad stutter.
I'm not gonna fit it. There's no way I'm gonna fit in LA, man. You can't take an old geezer like me and put me in LA. That don't work, Bubba.
Oh,
Do you mind? Ew!
you. That's really funny. Iron Man would do that too. He'd be like, "Hey, you want me to? I can." He'd be like, "Fry some marshmallows." Excellent.
Pizza turned out. Yeah, never mind.
It started raining, so this delivery guy put their laundry under some cover.
Don't do it. Don't do it.
He's gonna make the jump.
You little. No, you did not.
This company made a skateboard that can ride on any type of terrain.
Oh. Oh, because it's based on Oh, that's kind of cool though.
I have never seen a baby behave like this before. So I guess crying in space is actually a really difficult thing to do.
So, just as if I started crying, my eye is full of tears. But you can see it just forms a ball on my eye. In fact, I can put more water in.
Yeah, because there's no
So if
gravity.
you keep crying, you just end up with a bigger and bigger ball of water in your eye.
This is what happens when you let
Well,
a
I'm
boss
sure if you
pass in
wipe
front
it
of
away
you
or if you
on a
move your
road
face
at all.
back, that would work. What?
That is
I
the end
don't,
of this
oh,
video.
is that because
We
of a
hope you
game or
enjoyed.
something? Maybe there was
And I'll see you
a
guys
ball
again
game?
very, very soon. Later.
Later. Later. I like Daily Dose. I'm sure I'll see Mouse watch those videos at some point too. There were a bunch that we didn't. There's plenty that we haven't seen, but it's interesting, you know? Seeing all of the things in the world, and it's not. You know why I like Daily Dose? Because it's like the news without the depression. This is what everybody's been asking for forever, always. This is all anyone's ever wanted from the news, is this, to just see what people are doing without all of it being horrible. And some of it is pretty bad and scary, but it's not like. But it's like one or two pieces of it, and most of it's like actually just people being people, and I appreciate that, and I think a lot of people appreciate that, you know? You know. Yeah, I didn't really have any serious plans for today, so I think we hit the vibe. We're pretty good. It's a very short stream for me. Oh, and I don't know. I don't know. I don't have anything in mind. I've said a couple of things that I've forgotten too. But yeah, I think maybe we could rate somebody. I don't know. I don't know. It is earlier. There are less people live now than there were yesterday. Okay then, all right, sure, fine, whatever. All right, that's a little. I can't win when it comes to rating and trying to, like, you know, lead people. Easy's playing Pokemon. Wait, they're just playing What does that mean? What is Pokemon? What are they doing? Oh, are they doing like the website? Like, oh, okay, maybe that's what it means. Interesting. I don't know. Yeah, it doesn't look like anybody else is live either. Oh, alright. I feel like I was gonna say something else too. Oh yeah, reminder, we'll probably play, the intent is to play Coffee Talk. I think that's what it's called. Did I get the name right? That'd be bad if I called it the wrong. Yeah, Coffee Talk. We intend to play that Sunday, so if you're interested in Coffee Talk, you should definitely show up and hang out on Sunday. And then, yeah, I'm sorry this stream was kind of short. I just didn't have anything in mind, particularly. After Coffee Talk, we'll probably play more like Genshin and stuff, or maybe some Star Rail, maybe a little bit of both. Maybe one of these days I'll just sit down and play golf with your friends and be like, that's it, that's what we're doing. I have half a mind to do it, I don't know, I just didn't feel like doing that today. Yeah. I will see you guys on Sunday. I hope you all have a fantastic end of your week and a good weekend. And I will see you all then, okay? I hope you all stay safe out there. I'm sorry the stream was a shorter one. I'm just vibing. It was just a chatty stream. Just a chatty stream. Just vibing. Thank you all so much for hanging out and chilling with me. And I will see you guys when I see you guys. Good night. Bye-bye. Bye. I love you guys. Good night. Bye.